All right, guys, let's get this party started. We are getting things in motion. Today is Friday, 2 p.m., May 8th. I tell you, time is flying by. How are we doing here on Instagram? We're just getting started, guys. So we're now streaming on YouTube, Periscope, three different Facebook groups, and LinkedIn. And Chicago's doing great, man, for sure. And we're also going to LinkedIn. Twitch is the latest platform, and then also here on Instagram. We got multiple phones, pulled out as you can see, and Instagram is streaming as well. So the theme of today is, if you guys didn't know, is Friday and free for all Friday. So just kind of like a bunch of freebies, giveaways, and stuff like that. Let me know if you guys like this kind of stuff for sure. If you do, be sure to give a thumbs up and be sure to show your support, things like that, because it really helps out the show. And I'm doing my best here to kind of give you best information for sure. So really good stuff. Let's see what else is popping off here that I want to talk about. Let's go through the slides. I put together some things. And let me know how things are going. If you guys like this sort of thing, drop some questions in the chat. And actually, let me type that in here. Enter your questions. And also, I just remembered, let me enable Zoom. On Zoom, you can connect. It's bit.ly/ask BMac Zoom, and you can connect there. So let me open up Zoom right now, and we'll get things started for sure. This is live, folks, and I tell you, the weeks is so many great things, so much to talk about. Things are popping off, online business, e-commerce, making money. This is definitely the source where you want to be, get plugged in, things like that. You should have these lives 5 days a week for the up and coming drop shippers. That's pretty cool. I like that. I like that idea for sure. I think we can highlight the up and coming drop shippers on there for sure. Let me know. Send me a DM and let me know if you're up and coming. But if not, I'd say for those, so that was a good suggestion from Bid Zero Trading on Instagram. He's like, let's highlight some. And I thought about that in the past too. Um, some of like the, success stories, the up and comers that are doing that. I think it's really cool. So that's a great idea. And I think it's something that we can do definitely on the live session since we're touching base every weekday. So every weekday, 2 p.m. Central Chicago time. And I'm doing these things just to give you information, a lot of value, things like that. Um, oh, I was pulling up Zoom. So I kind of lost my train of thought here. So let me pull up Zoom. Like I mentioned, if you see on the screen, it's bit.ly/ask BMac Zoom. And also, I'd say tag a friend while you're jumping on board. But I'm going to open up Zoom right now and connect. And let me check my audio connection there. We're good. And all right. So if you want to get on the live call, go ahead and connect to Zoom. It's bit.ly/ask BMac Zoom, and you can connect there. So really awesome. We are getting things kicked off. I'd say stick around to the very end. This is the whole theme is about freebies for today, and definitely some giveaways that you want to stick around to the end for sure. And one of the things I'd say, congratulations to J.R. Eminlit. He left a comment here, so yeah, I'd say congratulations, man. You did it. You're gonna win. This is the Dropship by phone program that you're gonna get. So for sure, things are happening, and it's really great stuff. So be sure to send me a DM. Send me a DM, and I'll be sure to send you the information so you can get access to it. That was like how to make money with no money. So to enter the giveaway for today, it's 3 simple steps. Be sure to like and subscribe, tag a friend, and then in the comments say "Yo BMac" because that's how I'm going to be able to search those who are looking to participate in the giveaway. So those simple steps, and you can join for sure. Danny Tevez on Instagram. Gonna be on the podcast one day. That's awesome, bro, for sure. Yeah, I'm looking to interview more successful people, and I say the time to do it is now. So keep crushing it, Danny. I'm looking forward to that. Yesterday was the Ads That Sell Thursday. So we talked about the marketing tactics and things like that, which was really cool. If you were there, I think there was a lot of value. A lot of people got great information from there for sure. Yesterday was also the live podcast interview with Noah Tucker, and that was awesome for sure. A lot of good questions that came in, and even some funny ones for sure. And I like even keeping the humor, and it even got a little bit real. I think as he was name dropping some recommendations, he had mentioned Hayden Bowles, and then somebody said, "Hey, what?" He was on Baller Busters and stuff. So all that stuff came out, and I think it's all about keeping it real. And he explained himself and his thoughts related to it, and I think it was really good. So, but it's all about the industry, folks. I mean, staying plugged in with the industry. The podcast, and you can see if you're just entering in. You want to connect with the right group of people, and you can see that there's industry experts all making that connection. It's part of the way that I do it and kind of vet out the guests that are on the podcast, and then you could see how the industry is kind of protecting itself because, like any other industry, there's scammers out there, and the point of the podcast is to help you avoid the fakes and stick to people who's been keeping it real. Noah himself has been keeping it real and just silently crushing it. I mean, he's not out trying to personal brand himself, but he has a shitload of followers that are following him because he's a cool dude. I think some of the women said he was cute on there, right? And then also, yeah, he's just really dropping a lot of value for sure. So I think the podcast was awesome. It's going to be released in the audio format, so keep a lookout for that. And you can listen to that on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. But you can catch it the live, like behind the scenes view. You can catch that on YouTube. They look him up for sure. He's absolutely on fire. Been blowing up this past year, and he was a previous guest on the podcast as well, doing really good. And since then, he's absolutely crushing it. And he recently got on YouTube and has been dropping a lot of value here, picking up a bunch of subscribers, but then dropping a lot of great videos for sure. I mean, he's given out the details of what he's currently doing on his videos. So this brother's been keeping it real for sure. I'd say be sure to bring it. It's Monday, May 11th, noon Central Time, Chicago time. I'd say join us live, and you get a chance to connect with Alex AC Hampton and myself, and it's going to be a behind the scenes view of us doing the podcast recording, which is really awesome. Also, next week, I think this is going to be really great too. This is Wednesday, May 13th, 12:30 p.m. Central. We got the copywriting master himself, Jim Edwards. If you guys don't know who he is and you need to learn for sure, we connected at the last Funnel Hacking Live, and I said, this is just awesome for sure. I mean, I even got his book right here, and it's one of the books that I have for sure. Jim Edwards, and if you see it, definitely a book to read. Copywriting itself is just really important. Copywriting is just really, really important, and he's going to deliver a lot of value. I'm actually a member of his program that he does. Actually has a few programs. Let me pull up the website here. So this is his site where it's copywriting scripts, where you can actually get a copy of the book for free. I think it's like a free plus shipping, so you can get a copy of his book. But then also there's funnel scripts here, so you can see he's good friends with Russell Brunson and ClickFunnels and stuff like that. And he's the one that collaborated to put together the funnel script so that you could put together your sales copy, for your landing pages. And if you're in the drop shipping space, you want to use that for your for your ad copy and stuff. Copywriting is definitely needed for your ad copy. It's those type of ninja style techniques that you use when writing to really convince people, as far as why the buyer, the shopper, should be buying your product and how to get people to react. What's catchy. You only have a few seconds to really engage with a shopper. There's stuff that goes on the brain. What hooks the person to actually think that they want to take the next step? And then once they took the next step, what story are you telling them? And there's dopamine that gets released in the shopper's brain that it's all about the hook, the story, and the offer. Russell Brunson says it best, and Jim Edwards with the copywriting brings that home as far as being able to communicate that in your ads, in your product landing pages, and so on. Folks, you got to keep in mind is that you are a marketer and you're in the business of making offers. When you're in drop shipping and e-commerce, don't just limit yourself and think you're only in the business of selling products. Does that make sense? Don't just think you're only in the business of selling products. When you're only in the business of selling products, then the only leverage you have to make a better offer is to compete on price. And if everybody's competing on price, then it becomes a race to the bottom because everybody's lowering the price to try to make a better offer. But if you put your marketing hat on and if you focus on making an irresistible offer, now you get creative, and you can do that with the copywriting, and you can do that with the techniques, and focus on making a better offer. It's that kind of stuff. It's like I said, I word it as ninja style tactics that get people to buy, because it's not just about competing on price, but it's about giving the better perceived value. And there's so many ways to do it. I'm sure we're going to dive into it on Wednesday, May 13th. It's 12:30 p.m. Central, and you're going to get a chance to connect with us live. And he's got a great personality for sure. We connected and hit it off. I think it's going to be a really great podcast for sure. And those are sales popping off right now, if you could hear that on the phone, which is great stuff, folks. This is a great time to be in the online business space for sure. Now, another thing that just came out, I want to announce this. This is new and this is just being released. So that's why I'm announcing this on this live session, which is the 21-day challenge. It's a 21-day challenge that this is where you can work with me daily for the next 21 days in this month of May. It's the first time I'm doing it. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it again. I just want to release it. I'm trying to figure out how I can help the most people effectively. And basically what I'm going to be doing is showing you the daily steps and support system to actually launch your own dropshipping store, whether if it's your first dropshipping store or your next. And I put together this landing page. So this is mine here, which is launching your first and next funnel. So you got it's like a less than a day or a couple of days now to register. And what I'm holding up here, so I said, basically it's on a silver platter, because what we're going to launch for you is the same product that's working for me. So this is a product that's doing $1,000 days. Actually, this one's a $2,000 day, and it's the same thing that we can launch for you. So you want to be able to go through this program, and I'd say go ahead and take a look at this. Go to challenge.techmoneytalks.com. Go to challenge.techmoneytalks.com. And what I'm doing is accepting the first 30 people to get on the waiting list. And so I'd say go check that out. That's really awesome. Now, another thing, as far as a lot of people have been getting value out of this as well. This is called the Dropship by Phone program. This is like how to make money with no money. So if you don't have money to spend on Facebook ads, I typically touch on this on the Mondays, on the Monday session. So on Mondays, when we talk about the make money with no money on Mondays, those days are the ones where I talk about this type of stuff, which is dropship by phone. And it was really cool because when that happened, there was success right away. I mean, we had success within the first hour sales popping off, and they were $14 profit. And then it was cool that we had a caller call in the next day, and that person I think had like about 10 sales that were going through at the time. So I mean that goes to show folks that if you could make an extra like $100 a day without having to put any money in for ad spend, that can go towards your ad spend as you're looking to build a bigger business. So can you guys picture that stepping stones? It's like, okay, if you don't have money for ad spends right now, then this is your approach. You're kind of like at the first step. You want to start making money with no money, but then use that money wisely, right? Does that make sense? Once you start making money, say like $100 a day, I think is a good goal for this drop ship by phone. Then from here, you take that money and put it towards ad spend, and you put that money towards ad spend, and then that can bring you to those $1,000 days in Shopify drop shipping. Does that make sense? And who wouldn't want that, right? I mean, this is the kind of stuff. This is the kind of stuff keeping it real. And I'd say, it's valuable to probably 99% of the world out there. You don't have to be like these Lambo gurus and stuff. I mean, this right here, anybody would appreciate, which I think is great value. So, really good stuff, and really excited about it for sure. So a lot of things that we talked about yesterday, we covered. I'd say go watch the video. It was a top three related to Facebook ads on YouTube, and that was really good for sure. So the top three on YouTube was something that we covered yesterday, and I think that was really awesome. So if you want a quick recap, Noah Brewer, go check him out. Just search him by the name. Jordan Welsh is another one, and then Kevin Zhang was the third that I recommended, and all of them are just dropping really great YouTube videos, tactics, like really great tactics as far as going from testing to scaling, and I think you get a lot of value out of there. Because it helps, when you're just blindly searching, not knowing. I've kind of looked through and vetted some of the people, and there's reasons why I gave. Go check out the Thursday episode if you want to find out more. Now, related to freebies, here's another freebie here. This is still in the pre-release, which is the Traffic Secrets. This is a way you can get a copy of the free book. You can go to traffic.techmoneytalks.com. This is also very helpful. This brings up what I talk about, which is like those ninja style tactics of finding traffic from different sources. Traffic just doesn't mean only Facebook ads. You got to look at different sources. And even when we had a session the other day, we were going through and we were looking at where that traffic was coming from. That was really interesting for sure. Actually, let's see if we could pull that up. I thought that was really good if you guys want to see it. Let me check if you guys have any questions. If you guys do have any questions, is YouTube live? I hope YouTube is streaming live. Yeah, I see a bunch of people on here for sure. If you can drop, if you have any questions, feel free to drop them. And I'm going to type a message here. And yeah, feel free to ask any questions. YouTube is live, and we do this weekday, 2 p.m. Central Time. And really good stuff. So let's see here. What's a good thing to plug into? There's so many things to get into. It's just amazing things. So let's see here. This the challenge. And actually, speaking of the challenge, we're gonna have two different giveaways. So related to freebies, let me just announce this right now. So I would say for those that are listening, start following those steps right now, which is leaving the comments of Yo BMac and follow the rest of the steps, because we're gonna offer off the Dropship by phone program, and I got something else special for you, but be sure to offer this off. And I got one more at the very end, but you got to stick to the very end, and I will announce it then. So let's see here. This is our insiders group, but let's pull up some research here. Let's start doing some things. I saw there was a new feature related to intelligence, and I don't know if you guys heard of that before, but it was a new thing that came out. I saw an email just today, so I was curious to about pulling it up. And let me just pull up these things right now. One second. I'm pulling up two paid tools here, and I think this will be helpful for you guys as well. These are two paid tools used by the pros, and this is called Intelligence, which they announced that they released a new feature here called Espresso. So I'm curious what this is. We can actually check this live. Another paid tool that's very valuable is called AdSpy, and this is the kind of stuff that I do within our insiders group. So here I was showing, plugging into our group, we get to leverage the paid tools that I have access to because we do these type of live sessions. So we have working sessions, one session just specific to going deep into finding what's this week's winning products. You know what I mean? So I think that's really good. But let's go back to the tools here. So intelligence is our ad spy is where it pulls up a lot of the current ads that are running, and we can do something for that soon if there's time. But let's look at intelligence because I was curious what this is. This says, and let me make it bigger because maybe it's a little bit hard to read. That might be too big. I'll read it to you. It says Espresso is our brand new tool to help you find trending products on Shopify stores sourced from AliExpress. Contact us with any questions, feedback, blah blah blah. Okay. Wow, take a look at this. This is funny because this one right here, I'm looking at this first one, which is this endoscope thing, or let me pull it up if it shows it bigger. Well, it looks like the trend. Well, this is the recent trend. It seems to be going downward, but this thing's been selling for a long time. I actually this was a product that was selling on the Dropship by phone uh, program. I remember selling it there, and then this was also a product that Nazarati, who was on Tech Money Talks Live as well, this was one of her first products that she was drop shipping and did a lot related to this. I want to say she was doing like those. I thought she said was it like $25,000 days or something like that selling this product. So this is pretty interesting that they pulled this up again. It looks like this is recent trends, which looks like it could be going downwards, but it's still having some activity here. So let's see. Let's see the store trends. Wow. Okay. So that orders trend, that was just like a recent, like past week. Let's see, May 1st. So it's like a week trend. This, wow, store trend. And let's see, what's it saying? Stores. Now let's see here. Does this mean number stores at maybe it's stores that are selling this product? Um that's what I'm wondering. So is it the number of stores selling? So people picked up on it and then started selling, selling, selling. So the number of stores starting to sell is going up. Number of Shopify stores, or they're showing the actual stores. So let's see here. This was one, two. They all look unrelated to this endoscope, but they're selling it on their store. Um, So you can see the level of information that's coming here. So this is new, folks. This I literally got an email today about this new feature in intelligence. So you guys are catching this live for the first time, which is really cool, and getting to view what I'm viewing, which is pretty amazing. So I think this is pretty cool. They're looking for feedback as well, so that's interesting. Let's see what else that they're pointing out that that these are good. And if you guys want to drop any questions related to this or looking for something, um, drop a note here for sure. Let's see what this one is. This is just a regular case, but what's special about this case? But look at this trend of the orders going up and then the stores going up, 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 up. And this is like a whole modernaze mask store. Wow. Yeah, this research tool is really cool. I hope you guys are liking it. Like for me, it's pretty cool to see this. Really get insight in a bunch of different things what people are doing. The name of the game, folks, is testing, finding out, picking up the trends, getting ahead of the trends to find out. So this type of store trends, order trends, and for you guys to catch this live, let me know if you guys are interested in that. I've been thinking about that as well, which is like providing current trending information that we could come off here. So look at this one. This one was a product that's been around or been recommended. I remember people on YouTube, you'll get different people saying these are my top 10 products to drop ship on, during the coronavirus, right? And then they'll post the different products. This I remember seeing this one was one of them on one of the YouTubers, and we could see the trend up, 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 up and all the way up to May 6th. Wow. And then it's still holding up pretty high. Let's see what stores, 21 stores. And let's see which ones here. Animal Hug, Animal Brand. Looks like a general store. General. Trends, general. Completely unrelated. So you could see stores are jumping in on this trend. This thing's been selling pretty good here. So we could see some of the information. Well, they've been product cost is this. They've been selling it. Looks like raising it about $19. So that's pretty cool. This seems like a good. It seems worth testing, right? So it's worth testing this one out. Look at the pictures like this plus a free dog leash. So you start putting your thinking cap on. Is like what can you start doing as far as offering free stuff, which is good. So that's a really good tip there. You can hear sales popping off here, and that's what I'm saying. So like I'm telling you, folks, the same type of thing that's popping off for me. This 21-day challenge that starts May 10th. We're coming towards the end here of the live session, but as part of the giveaway, what I'm going to do is at the very end, I want a person to okay, like, subscribe, tag, and I'm going to select a winner. And I'm actually going to select a winner for this 21-day challenge as well. So that's the big news here for Friday. So whoever's listening right now, the 21-day challenge and follows those steps and does it, I would say within this next hour, I'm going to pick a winner for that for sure. And that winner is going to be working to have a product that works just like this. I tell you, you guys are going to be celebrating for sure. It's really good stuff. So be sure to plug in. I tell you, this is real, folks. I tell you, I don't know how else to explain it. But then also stick around next week, Monday. How to make money with no money. We'll continue what we started this week. I think people got a lot of value. They said, not even the gurus. They said not even the gurus are talking about this kind of stuff, which is amazing. So that's really good feedback. I appreciate that a lot. And but yeah, that's the end of the session here. So free for all Fridays. I made that special offer. I like that insight. That's a new. This was just released at Espresso. So that's new information, new insights. Try testing out that dog mat. I'm going to test it out too, and I'll let you know how it performs next week. So I'll give you an update there. So Monday, be sure to connect with us on Monday. And yeah, I'd say, that's about it for sure. Thanks for joining us.